In a thrilling showdown, the United States women's basketball team became the most dominant team in Olympic history. They triumphed over France with a nail-biting 67-66 victory, securing their remarkable 8th consecutive gold medal in the grand finale of the Paris Games. Before we dive into the match analysis, I'd like to remind you to consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the bell icon to stay updated with the latest content. Your support by liking the video is greatly appreciated and motivates us to keep creating valuable content for you. Now, let's delve into the detailed discussion of the match. During an intense and closely contested game at the Bercy Arena, the American women's basketball team faced a challenging situation as they trailed significantly in the third quarter. However, they displayed remarkable resilience and fought back to secure a victory, extending their extraordinary record of 61 consecutive wins in Olympic competition since 1992. The passionate crowd at the arena, particularly vocal with each basket scored by the French team, added to the electric atmosphere of the game. This triumph also led the US women to achieve a historic milestone, establishing the longest Olympic gold medal streak in a traditional team sport. Remarkably, this achievement surpassed the previous record set by the US men's basketball team, which had dominated with 7 consecutive gold medals from 1936 through 1968. Aja Wilson put on a stellar performance, leading all players with an impressive 21 points. The match's outcome hung in the balance until the final moments when Gabby Williams made a clutch last-second basket. This crucial shot, which came from just inside the three-point line off a cross-court pass from Marine Johannes, narrowly denied France the opportunity to push the game into overtime. It's worth highlighting the remarkable tenacity of the French team, as they managed to keep the game incredibly close. Their ability to keep the margin within single digits is a rare feat, with only 2 teams achieving this during the US team's record win streak. "We demonstrated exceptional resilience in executing our game plan," Wilson explained. "We maintained our momentum, matching our opponent's bucket for bucket. It was an impressive display of basketball that resonated with people. Our defensive strategy began to take hold, resulting in crucial stops that allowed us to find our rhythm as a team." In the highly anticipated showdown between the basketball powerhouses of the United States and France, the stage was set for a rematch of the gold medal game at the 2012 London Games. The American team had previously secured a resounding victory with a 36-point lead, marking the largest margin of victory in an Olympic basketball final. This time, however, the competition proved to be a closer affair, adding to the thrilling narrative of the event. Despite their considerable firepower, the US team came into the gold medal game with a track record of not being able to sustain a solid performance throughout the entire 40 minutes of the tournament. This trend persisted on Sunday, as the US struggled from beyond the arc, making just 2 of their 12 attempts, 17%, from three-point range, and also committing 19 turnovers. Their ball control was particularly lacking in the low-scoring first half, which ended with the teams deadlocked at 25 points each. During the game, as France surged ahead with 10 unanswered points at the beginning of the third quarter, the atmosphere in the Bercy Arena became electrifying, with the crowd erupting into a deafening wall of sound. However, the American team quickly narrowed the gap with impressive plays from players like Wilson, Kelsey Plum, Brianna Stewart, and Sabrina Ionescu, the super sub. Their coordinated effort led to a pivotal moment when Nafisa Collier scored a wide-open layup from a beautiful feed by Ionescu, propelling the team to a 41-40 lead. While LeBron James watched from courtside, proudly sporting the gold medal he had won in the same building just the night before, France was not ready to give up. They managed to take a 51-49 lead with only 5 minutes and 31 seconds remaining, igniting the crowd with excitement. However, their hopes were dashed by a series of crucial errors in the final moments, which included a missed 3-point attempt by Williams, with France trailing 62-59 and only 54 seconds left on the clock. After securing the victory, Diana Taurasi achieved a monumental feat by claiming her 6th Olympic gold medal, solidifying her status as the most decorated individual in any team sport. Additionally, Kelsey Plum and Jackie Young etched their names in the record books as the first players to attain Olympic gold medals in 3x3 and 5x5 basketball formats. The United States women's soccer team has achieved an impressive record, securing 8 consecutive Olympic gold medals and winning 6 out of the last 7 World Cups. Their remarkable dominance was briefly interrupted by a loss in the 2006 World Cup semi-final against Russia, marking their only defeat in Olympic or World Cup competition during that period. The recent weekend's events were historic, as France and the United States competed for both the men's and women's gold medals, marking the first time such an occurrence had occurred in Olympic history. In a crucial matchup against France, the team delivered a strong performance, pulling off a victory with a team-first mentality, even as the absence of Diana Taurasi, who opted to sit on the bench following a string of underwhelming performances, became a significant talking point. The team outplayed France, proving they could succeed without one of their most well-known stars. Nafisa Collier was a workhorse on the boards, grabbing 11 rebounds, including 5 offensive rebounds, setting the tone for the team's hustle and physicality. However, her shooting was off, connecting on only 3 of 7 attempts from the field and missing her lone 3-point try. Collier's 7 points came from a mix of field goals and free throws. Despite the lackluster shooting, her rebounding and defensive presence were crucial, making her a key contributor to this hard-fought win. Breanna Stewart struggled offensively, managing only 8 points on 8 shooting, including a disappointing 0, 2 from beyond the arc. However, she made up for it with her defensive contributions, securing 3 rebounds and recording 2 steals. Stewart's ability to get to the free throw line, 4, 6, added some needed points. Still, overall, her performance was below her usual standards. Her defensive presence and leadership were still vital even as her shot deserted her. Aja Wilson was the standout performer, dominating in the paint with 21 points on 6, 14 shooting. Her aggressive play earned her multiple trips to the free throw line where she went 9, 12. Wilson was also a beast on the boards, pulling down 13 rebounds, including 8 on the defensive end, and added 4 blocks. She was the engine that drove the team, carrying them with her scoring, rebounding, and defensive intensity. Wilson's all-around play was the difference in this game, highlighting her status as the team's most reliable player. Jackie Young had a tough night shooting, just 1, 7 from the field, and missing her only 3-point attempt. She finished with 2 points, but contributed in other areas with 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 2 steals. Young's energy on defense and ability to facilitate kept her valuable on the floor, but her lack of scoring was a concern. Despite her offensive struggles, she remained composed and contributed to the team's defensive effort. Chelsea Gray had a quiet game, scoring no points on 0, 1 shooting in her 13 minutes on the court. She added 1 rebound, 4 assists, and 1 steal, showing her ability to impact the game even when not scoring. Gray's playmaking helped to keep the offense flowing, but her lack of scoring was noticeable. Nevertheless, her court vision and ability to set up teammates were important, even if the box score didn't fully reflect her contributions. Alyssa Thomas came off the bench and provided some much-needed energy in defense. She only managed 1 point, going 0, 1 from the field and 2 from the free throw line, but grabbed 2 rebounds, dished out 1 assist, and recorded 1 steal in her 10 minutes. Thomas's hustle was evident, but she struggled to find her offensive rhythm. Her defensive effort was valuable, but she'll need to be more assertive offensively in future games. Brittany Griner had an efficient night in limited minutes, scoring 4 points on 2, 3 shooting, and adding 2 rebounds in just 5 minutes of action. Griner's size and scoring ability were a quick spark off the bench, though she didn't have much time to make a larger impact. Her brief performance was a reminder of her potential to be a game changer, especially if given more minutes. Sabrina Ionescu struggled to score, missing her only field goal attempt in 10 minutes. However, she contributed in other ways, grabbing 2 rebounds and dishing out 3 assists. Ionescu's playmaking was a bright spot, helping to keep the offense organized. Though she didn't score, her ability to facilitate and keep the ball moving was important, especially in a game where points were hard to come by. Kelsey Plum provided a much-needed scoring boost off the bench, scoring 12 points on 2, 6 shooting, including 5 from 3-point range. She was perfect from the free throw line, going 6, and added 1 rebound and 4 assists. Plum's scoring and shooting were critical, helping to spread the floor and keep the defense honest. Her performance was one of the key factors in the team's offensive success, especially in a game where many starters struggled to score. Kalia Copper also provided a scoring spark with 12 points on 3, 8 shooting. She missed all 3 3-point attempts, but made up for it by going 6 from the free throw line. Copper added 5 rebounds and 2 steals, showcasing her all-around game. Her aggressive play and ability to get to the line were vital, helping to maintain the team's lead and putting pressure on the French defense. Thank you all for watching this video. I want to express my sincere gratitude for your support. I hope that you found this video enjoyable and informative. I also want to take this opportunity to congratulate Team USA for their historic achievement. Consider subscribing to the channel and hitting the like button. Your support and engagement motivate us to continue creating content for you. Thank you once again for being a part of our community.